It's your boy. Oh, let me do my intro.
Do you be yourself and make sure that you love being yourself. And it's gonna be roadblocks, it's gonna be tribulations, but always remember this is a life experience. Accept the experience, appreciate the experience, and learn how to move on from things that don't serve you well, and find your journey, respect your journey, and love it. Do you be yourself and make sure that you love being yourself. And it's gonna be roadblocks, it's gonna be tribulations, but always remember this.
Man, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's good, people? It's your boy Double O, and I'm back with another one. Now, I did not even know that they had an Unreal showcasing today. And they're showing off Witchers. Well, I forgot they switched Witchers. Um, they switched Witcher over to Unreal Engine. So hold on, we finna go over there now, like right now. So one moment, please. Let me see the Google guys. Gotta cut on the Google guys real quick. Hey, what? Hey, where that? Not Twitter. Google guys. There you go. It's in source. One moment, please. There you go. All right. We got to get the settings right because 720p. Let's get that tay. Let's get that tay. There you go. So they already talking about they got ray tracing. Oh, is it playing? Add audio source. Oh, there you go.
Fast to render.
They said they
And these dense
already.
clusters
Oh, let me mute that. So this said that off of the base PS5, they have already implemented ray tracing into the game. So it's like, dude, with the tech that's going on, they able to do massive amount of stuff with like ray tracing, AI, metahuman, but they're able to also densify it into the base version of these consoles and still get the desired results that they're looking for, which is dope. But this is unreal. I'm definitely playing Witcher.
shop with Siri.
I played Witcher 3, 2, and 1. I was late on 1. I ended up getting on Witcher 2 when it hit Xbox, and I've been playing Witcher ever since. So yeah, this right here, right up my alley, bro.
Welcome to Valdrest. So Valdrest is a port town, a hub for
Hold on, let
fishing,
me check my
trade,
audio.
and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady
Also, I'm in Zombie
characters or
Land, so if
overhear
y'all
gossip
hear some
from other
noise, y'all
lands.
already know what it
It's
is. I
also
might
where
probably
Chili
gonna
took on her
watch the
current
whole
contract.
showcase because I want to talk about some other stuff, but yeah.
High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food. I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff. Let's see what Valdrest has to offer.
Not her again.
Nine gazes while I present him with a fish. For the furry rascal will often wink, and the bear's weight grants good fortune.
This is just fire. World, the environment look dope. I can't wait, boy. I'm gonna be see if the chat.
Guys, notice
I'm gonna
how
check and see if the chat
responsive the
working.
world is. Character actions directly affect what happens around you, sometimes even setting off chain reactions. Everything is working together. Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper. That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
Last of it, is it?
Okay, so this is the guy who gave the series quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You off your tits again, Wilfred. Get your ass up.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? Witcheress. What news of my wagons? No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you. As for the salt, I found not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kavir's smuggling
Oh
trade is
snap!
of
Look
no
at that.
concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The
Hey, this is
manticore
fire.
that flattened your cars and devoured your men. Quite the
I don't
opposite.
know. A lot of people was tripping about the female protagonist,
Magical.
but if you
No,
follow the
no, them
story,
winged hellspawn dwell in the
you
arse end of
really
things.
understood the reason why they
While Siri
transitioned over
decides
to
what to
her.
do about that
And
merchant,
the main
let's take a look at
protagonist
the
isn't
character
gone out the game
technology that
either.
powers
So
this marketplace. Why don't
yeah,
we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Morning, catch this is. Won't find none fresher.
Get me ladies after one of them.
Girls, get this cleaned and gutted for you. You mind, dearest? Into seeing something more. Got
said the
mackerel
interaction to the
cod,
world
rats
is
and
crazy though.
And there is tons of tech at play here, even in this simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal Smart Objects, Chaos Cloth, and more.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world around them.
Facts.
But the prisoner in Pillory isn't exciting enough for Valdrest.
Like I think also
Let's
another
grab
thing that's
everyone's
going
attention
on
with the circuits.
with gaming is going to be a heavy focus on AI and interaction with the world. It's going to be like a main focal point in the
But
next
the great
upcoming
performance
years with
deserves a
gaming.
huge crowd though. Let's crank it up.
Leading into the next consoles, it's going to be a heavy focus on that, in my opinion. Just making the world look more vibrant, more realistic, having a lot
So
more
you are
interaction
seeing
with
tons of
world
optimizations here to many
itself.
of Unreal systems, including an entirely
Maybe to the
new
point of
Unreal
having
animation
more
framework, allowing us
adaptive
to fit easily in our 60
NPCs
FPS budget,
to the
not just
protagonist,
in
to
rendering,
your
but also
character.
with room to spare on the game
Yeah.
thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents all going about their business. And the whole point is to
Because
leave
I
breathing
think that's
room
the
for
heavy
developers
focal
like
point
you
with Grand Theft
to
Auto,
introduce the gameplay and the systems that your
Grand Theft Auto
players
6.
expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You are right. That's the open world RPG that we're making. But before we
Unreal
wrap up,
Engine definitely
how
gonna
about
help
one
with that.
final check-in with
A lot of
Siri?
people got a lot of hate towards Unreal. Me personally, my main concern with Unreal was just
We are making this
games
game to be the most
not
immersive and
being
ambitious open world Witcher game ever.
having enough to set
And we are making this
themselves
a
apart.
reality thanks to
You know
our
what I'm
work on
saying?
Unreal with the team at Epic.
Like,
I think what we're doing together is
when
going
you
to
have
bring in a
these
new
formats, you
generation
get
of
these
open world
templates.
RPGs, and
Sometimes
I'm
they end
so
up
proud of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
like the games end up blending
So we're
within
almost
each other.
done, but
Like you
before
can't
we
really tell
go,
the
here's a
difference
small gift for
because
all
like the
Witcher fans.
movement, student mechanics,
first
or
look at
how the
Lamex's
world is set up, and how Unreal Engine is rolling out. It's like almost every game is got Unreal Engine behind there somewhere. Oh, here they go.
Onward, Kelby.
Hey, I remember this on Witcher 2. My homie Ant-Man, he couldn't get past the first that first boss that you just seen on the screen.
Thanks,
He
guys.
couldn't get past him.
Seriously,
He
it
ended up
looks
cutting the game on
amazing.
somebody that was too hard
And we've
because he
also
couldn't get
barely
past
scratced
that
the surface of what's coming in Unreal
golem,
5.6.
I wanna
So
call it.
here's Julien to tell you even
Yeah,
more.
it's fucking crazy,
Thank you very
bro.
much.
Thank you so much.
I didn't even know this was going down today. I just happened to log in. I was about to start streaming and talk about the Microsoft layoffs and boom, the whole showcase is here. I'm like, oh snap.
Hey everyone, great to be here in Orlando.
Oh,
I spent a
shit.
lot
Oh,
of time
shit.
on this demo, so I'm happy to be the one to talk about what went into the 5.6 release. An open world like that was just the
Hold on, what's
perfect
this?
content to focus on our main goal for the release,
That's
which
the
was
number one thing right now that a
performance.
lot of people are
We
talking
want the
about
engine
Jeff
to scale
Stranding.
to
Like,
large and
yeah, the
rich
game
worlds.
looked beautiful
We
and
want to
that's
preserve
the engine,
graphics quality.
but the world and
And
the
of course,
environment is so
we want to
empty and
deliver high
desolate.
frame
It's
rates that
like
you and your players expect.
all I'm doing is
So
just a
let's check
whole
it out,
empty world, and
starting
it's
with rendering.
Me
If
personally,
you all
it's
remember,
kind of like a hit
when we
and miss.
released
I
Nanite with
understand the
3.5,
reason, right? Oh, there go
it
nanites.
supported static geometry.
The only
Last
official
year,
game last
we
year to
brought
have
skinning to
nanites
Nanite.
in it was
And now we're working on
what was the
Nanite
game?
foliage. The only way to have a
Hellblade 2.
forest that looks as good as this one is to use 3D geometry for all parts
So
of
they
the
doing
tree,
nanites, ray
just like we do for
tracing.
everything else.
Man,
However,
game is
this
at a
is a
good state,
crazy
man.
amount of fine geometry. So we had to rethink how trees are created and displayed. To create them, we developed nanite assemblies. These 28 little parts that you see are all that we use to build all the spruces from the
Like
forest.
they making gaming
They are
so
instanced
easy. Well, I don't want to
thousands
say
of times
easy,
and used
but
like building blocks
they
to
are
assemble
making it
trees in different ways.
relatively
And
simple
as you probably
for you to
noticed
get into
with the wind
gaming and
effect,
start like,
they even support skeletal
you know what I'm
animation, which
saying,
runs on the
doing
CPU.
something related into
Thanks
games.
to assembly, we
It's
greatly
hard though,
reduce
don't get me
the
wrong. Like
storage,
you
the
the
runtime
amount of
memory, and the
manpower,
rendering
the
cost.
tediousness
Then, to
of putting
display an
stuff
entire
in certain
forest, the
locations and
challenge
making
was to
sure it's
preserve
different and
fidelity and
unique,
performance from any
bro.
distance. Let's
It
check
take a
up
lot of
close the
time to
level of
do that.
detail we're
Take a
talking about
lot.
here.
Look at that.
Lots
Jesus.
of details. But this triangle
And you
representation
gotta
is
have
not the
a
most
somewhat
efficient when
powerful
far away
computer too to
due
do
to the
this.
amount of
I
overlapping.
ran into that
And
and
that's why we made an adaptive
had
virtual
to
representation. But
downsize
in
like two
reality,
times
you'll never
because I
see
had
those
the wrong
bubbles this
setup. I
close.
thought I could do a
When we
Mac,
move the camera back,
a
it's
very
barely a
powerful
pixel.
Mac, like the
The
M4,
nanite
M
foliage is
series
almost
chip.
there. We are moving it to
It
the main line
was
as we speak,
it was okay,
and it will be available for
but
everyone
it
in
wasn't it.
5.7.
Then I had an Alienware
Another thing I would
could
like to
do it,
share is
and
how
that
ray
Joker
tracing can well
bottleneck
now run more
at the
than twice
most
as fast
craziest
with
time.
no visual
Levon
feedback
was good,
compared to when
bro.
UE5 was released.
What's up? Okay, bet. He
Because of
actually
that,
came up on
we can now
YouTube. I
hit
thank you for
60
that,
FPS
for you reaching out,
uncompromised.
man. I can see the
And
notifications
finally,
pop up.
we rewrote the
I'm
rendering
using a
pipeline to run
um
asynchronously so you
new
can improve
software.
the
I'm
richness
not
of images
using
even more.
Promo today. I'm using
Now let's talk about chaos physics.
Melee
For
Studio.
chaos
Is
walk,
like a
we improved the
Mac version of
quality of
OBS and
post-rendering.
it's fully
This
integrated.
removes a lot of collision evaluation
Really
when
nice,
elements
really
are
nice.
piling up and
So
interacting with each other.
I didn't even know this showcase was
Even for
open up
complex
today.
setup like Series Cape,
They showing
we
off
kept a
Witcher
sub-millisecond
and they got the
budget on
nanites
PS5.
and they have 4K.
With
And
chaos,
what's crazy about
we
this,
introduced
the
procedural modeling
game is
activation
actually
to make
running on the base
deformation and motion
PS5.
more natural.
They claim that it runs on the
Your
base
artists
PS5.
still have control over tetrahedral simulation and
Look
train
at the
ML models
detail.
that run fast
Jesus.
in real time. We now support the baking of fluid
Like they
surface
actually did
data
bone
and output
structure.
assets to be played back at low cost. This is going to give you high fidelity water
Like
without the
I
performance
champion
costs of
behind
traditional simulation.
Unreal
For
Engine
end
without a
users,
shadow of a doubt.
we
I
work on both
definitely do
performance and fidelity.
because it showed me
Here,
to
you can
appreciate
see how
gaming
Sim
more.
and Kelpie
You
match
know,
up in
just
game
with
play.
me playing around with it.
Well,
And
that works no matter the angle of approach.
but you need
That's
a
why for
lot of
most
money and
character
investment. You need a
motion
lot of
matching,
time to do this, man. It's not
we
simple.
also added motion matching in Sequencer to build stitch tracks. With them, you can seamlessly transition
Uh,
from gameplay
See everybody.
to
Oh my
cinematics.
God. He said,
Also,
Levon, I
we
think it
now
will
have a
probably look
secondary
the
layer
same
of
on the
animation
Series
driven by
X.
physics
Oh yeah,
and
this is gonna look
composition.
crazy.
We use
Cause
the
like I
details
said,
elements
if
like the
Hellblade
name,
2
the tail,
was
and the saddlebags.
the pivotal point, like the beginning
Now,
stage of this, and you
I'm
see how
happy to
good
announce that
that
these
look,
features are
yeah,
already integrated into our new
Witcher
Unreal
4 gonna
Engine
look
6.0,
insane.
which we are
This
releasing
game gonna
as
be
experimental in
fire.
5.6.
CD
We did
Project
this
Red
with
don't play.
performance first in mind.
That's what, and
Animations
that's
that
what's gonna
focus on
help
our
this
running
game
in
because
parallel are
Hellblade
being bred
2,
with our
some would
visual
say
effects.
was linear. Like, you
And
had about
the other
maybe three or
characteristics and
four
just
bosses on the
aesthetic
screen
like
at the same
movement,
time in
avoidance,
certain
and tree
areas.
behaviors, we
This
also
game, you
rolled
got a
out.
whole environment, you got a whole world.
This
Like,
is
look at
really
this.
going to help you create scenes
You got
that
the
are
NPCs, you
grounded
got dialogue,
and
you got
immersive.
interaction within the world.
Streaming has always
It's
been a
gonna
big
be
deal for quality
crazy.
performance. And the
I
three
can't wait to
biggest
play this game.
improvements we made are physics state creation, which now runs async,
Oh, what's
improved
this?
runtime PCG for ground scatter
Like
and
all of
image
this is
filtering,
nanite
and a
structured.
new FastGeo plugin to stream static geometry. And just to take a different example,
That's why I'm
in
trying to tell people,
Mexico,
like, bro, yeah, they
streaming
be thinking
time
they
was
know
down by
technology right now. They
90%
don't
before
know.
ALUMNI
Like,
5.6.
fam, we are so advanced right
Because of
now
this
when it comes to
lack
this
of reliable
technology. It's
performance in
crazy.
5.6. And mobile
Like,
is no
some of the stuff that
exception.
we're doing, you would think
We
they would
work on
need
better
like
defaults and scalability settings for
15,
mobile
20
and
computers,
minimize the
almost
total
spend
package size.
four hundred
We also
thousand
improve
dollars on a
workflow
PC
with
to do, and it's
a
like,
new
no, these
architecture of
people are doing
workflows
it on the
and
bare bones
capabilities,
like a Mac Mini
undeveloped iteration
or
workflows,
a computer that's like maybe
and
at
our
best
mobile native
$5,000,
solution.
$6,000, and they would have pull off AAA
Very simple.
games.
Unreal Engine 5.6 is all about performance, and it's
And this is
available
plug and
today.
play. Ooh. And they got the locomotion engine. Cause I hear, bro, they coming out with stuff so much so fast with
Please go
Unreal,
enjoy the
it's hard to
technical
even keep
concession we have
up.
for
Cause
you
I
guys
was
in
trying to
some
do
settings. And now, please
locomotion
welcome
in
Chris
the
from the
end game.
development team. Thank
Then
you,
all of a
everyone.
sudden they came out with the 99 and ray tracing and it's baked in with the locomotion engine, and they went to an advanced one. Like at the
Thank you,
first one,
Julian.
you can get about
MetaHumans now is your
500
feeder
motions
drone
all
and
in one
CRM
little
everywhere,
platform, like,
powering
and it's
everything
already
from
set up for
games
you.
to AI agents
I
to
want to say
film,
within like
television,
3 months of
and
that, they
more.
came out with the
What you've seen
2.0
so
version, gave
far
you
is
another
just the
five.
beginning. The creativity and
It's like,
innovation coming from the
dude,
community
you
continues
can't
to
even keep
inspire us.
up.
It reminds us why we build these tools in the first place, to make it easier for everyone to tell
Oh, I
stories
didn't know that
smarter.
the Captain America game
Now we're
was
entering the
in
next chapter,
on Unreal
expanding how
too.
you create and
Also,
animate metahumans with
they
flexible
go to
workflows that
MetaHumans.
help you move
Hello.
faster and work smarter. To walk us through some of the biggest features in this release, please welcome filmmaker and virtual production pioneer, Matt Workman.
I heavily support and back the old MetaHuman stuff. Man, making a character and making a person
Thanks, Chris. For those
made
who
it
don't know
so
me,
easy for
I'm a
you.
cinematographer and Unreal Engine developer. I
Like,
worked on
look at
Epic's first
this.
in-camera VFX demo, the one with the motorcycle surrounded by LED walls. It was pretty cool. I'm also the creator of Cinetracer, a previous tool used by filmmakers worldwide. I've been using metahumans in my work since the alpha, and recently I've gotten some hands-on time
Look
with
at
some of the new
this.
features coming in Unreal Engine 5.6. MetaHuman Creator is a
Now you
fast
might
and
look at
intuitive
that and
way to
think it's
export
real
footage
simple, but
quickly
look at what
into
he's
3D
using though.
characters. And
Look
now,
at
with
what
the
he's
5.6
using.
release, all of that power is
The
available
man,
directly in the
hold on.
editor. That's right, MetaHuman Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
Like what the world? Now you can create your own characters, mold them.
I think it's pretty cool too.
Oh my
You can create
God.
and work with metahumans directly in your projects,
But you gotta
making
think
everything
that motion
connected
capture
and
scene, like fam,
constant.
all he had
And with
was
the
a
new character
camera
assembly,
and a
metahumans are built
backdrop with a suit
globally,
on.
making
That's
it
it.
even easier to
In
integrate them
some
directly
instances,
into
you
your
would have to
project.
have a whole entire
MetaHuman Creator is one
studio
of Unreal's
to
first
do what he
cloud-native
did in
solutions.
that one little
Means you work
area.
locally, but for heavy lifting, tasks like generating high-quality textures or building our
I wish they
complex
had a,
motion
I hope they
animations,
got like a
we
face
leverage
scan in
MetaHuman
here.
Cloud services, which
So
deliver
like you can
high-fidelity
scan a
results
person's face
without
and
ever
then you
leaving
can
the editor.
start molding it and
And in
fixing it up in.
5.6,
Oh my
local
God, that'd be
assembly
so
reduces the
fire.
average MetaHuman export time from 15 to 20 minutes down to 2
Like,
or
dude,
3.
it would take, and this
The
is
team
why I
tackling
keep
all this
seeing
while
what I'm saying
dramatically
about,
expanding the core representation
these
model and
layoffs with these
significantly
companies. This
improving
is
visual fidelity.
perfectly like, fam,
Basically, you can
this
work
would
with
have
newer
took a
versions.
team,
They all
like
look better,
over
it's slick
15
and
people
fast,
to
and
create
it is
these
in
people
Unreal Engine
faces
on your local
and do
machine.
what they're doing.
And while those are all major improvements, we
You're
don't
able to
end
do
just
that
with
in
the
one quick
surface here.
upload and they already got the
Metahumans have
faces
always
and
had
everything.
amazing facial
He said,
customization, but now
blurring the
we can bring that
lines.
same level of control
Oh,
and
I
realism to the entire body.
damn, hold on, it
In
jumped
UE
off quick.
5.6, metahumans get a major upgrade with the new parametric
Like, fam,
body
it would have
system,
took you
letting you blend between different presets
months,
or fine-tune
not
proportions using
close to
real measurements
years to
like
do
height,
these models
inseam, shoulder width,
and do
and even
individual
muscle
models.
mass. And
He's
here's the
doing
best
this on the
part.
fly.
As the body
It's
changes,
probably
so
one or
does
two
the
people doing
clothing.
this.
The new Unreal Outfit asset automatically adapts garments to the character's body,
And
all
look,
in real time, no matter the
it auto
proportion.
adjusts the
As
clothes
someone
on the
who's built
body
these kind of assets
on the
before, I can
person's
tell you this
body.
used to mean manually creating and managing every body
Dude,
variation.
just imagine
The new
Grand
system
Theft
does
Auto
give you
with
the
the whole
flexibility to
situation with
create
the
different
weight
sizes, and
situation
if
where
you
you can
do,
go in there and lift
it'll
weights,
pick the
and
closest
as
match
your character
to
get
that
lean,
character
the
for you.
clothes on his
It makes
body
building a
strict
wide
with
array
the.
of
Come on,
production-ready
man.
characters
Oh
faster
my
and a
God,
lot more
yo.
scalable.
Yeah, I'm
He's a
super
blurring
excited
the
to see
line
what people
between
team up to
reality
build.
and game.
And that
Bro,
actually brings us
facts.
to our next announcement. Starting today, MetaHumans and their accessories are available on Fab, Epic's one-stop shop for digital
Like
art
I'm trying
creators.
to, and they
Just
doing
put
all
your
this
MetaHuman shirt
free.
on
Like
in
you
Fab,
get
and there's
access to
already some great
all of
artists and
this
studios
off the
sharing
rip
compelling content there.
to your hands. Do
So let me
what
shift
you
gears real
do with
quick.
it what you
Matt, do you
please.
remember when we
They
unveiled
you
MetaHuman
they
Animator
only
a couple years
charge
ago?
you until you
Of
start
course, I
actually
consider myself MetaHuman's
um
#1 fan, and I'm also
publishing
guilty
your
of being
game.
eternally online. So of course, I saw that demo, and of
Like,
course,
dude, they have
absolutely
MetaHuman.
loved
You
it.
can use your
Some of my
iPhone
industry friends
camera
say
and
they
do
thought it was sorcery.
right
We went from
there.
capture to
You
final
doing the
result
face
in a couple
scanning and
minutes
everything off your
and made
iPhone.
high-quality facial animation accessible to everyone. Well, today we are taking it to the next
Like,
level with a focus
fam.
on real-time animation.
And then they
Now
just
we're at the
integrated
challenge
it
of
on
finding
Unreal
the best talent to
5.6.
get on
Like,
these tools,
bro,
and I think Matt is
you can't
finding
even
just the
keep
right character
up.
for the job.
Now, I could be wrong, but I think I cooked here. This guy is a true professional, tons of experience, and he's even going to be joining us via live telecast from
This is
space.
insane, bro.
Space. Let's go ahead and connect.
Like, fam, you have a whole entire gaming studio in your hand, like on a laptop, on a computer. You can make short films like this. Not just video games, but
Hey,
short
Blue!
films, like little skits.
Dude, Matt, this is
Oh, I
amazing.
remember this.
I'm making nachos in my nuclear-powered air fryer.
Like this is what I wanted to do
Anyways,
on my
let's get to work on this
actual
keynote
channel,
now.
on my YouTube channel.
What's
This is what
up?
I wanted to do.
Is that
I
we
wanted to
listen,
create myself like a
we're live
boondock
streaming on
character
Unreal Fest right
and
now.
then have
Cool.
that world, like
Say
have this
hi.
structured
Oh
around,
yeah, look at that. You
you
people
know,
in your time zones. Hey, Chatterbox, can you turn it down?
like you can
Hey,
talk between the
Waycon,
third
time
and
to do a
fourth
keynote.
dimension and breaking the wall and stuff. Like I had a whole dope
Yo, so what's
concept,
up, Unreal
but
friends? So get this,
I
for the
never got
first
it
time
done.
ever, you're seeing me
That's why I was using the
live in
Animoji
real
head
time.
faces
This isn't
before.
pre-recorded, it's not baked. You're seeing everything as it's happening. Woo!
That's crazy.
And it's all thanks to MetaHuman Animator. Just check out my alter ego, Corey. He's down there on stage with you guys, and as you can see, our movements are
Metahuman
mirrored
Corey.
within milliseconds. Even the smallest expressions are beautifully articulated.
I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if this pre-recorded or not, but dude,
And look,
all
he's
they
not
did was
even
got a
wearing a
camera.
helmet or a suit. Telling you, the possibilities are getting crazy. Now I can live chat with fans, take my
I
stand-up
don't think it's
mask off
following the
live,
eyes too good though.
perform Macbeth. Okay, maybe not Macbeth. But the real truth is, the power of live
But the mouse
performance
sync
is
is
in all
crazy
the
though.
happy
Pause.
accidents. Honestly, most of my best stuff happens when things go, a little sideways.
Hold on. Cause look at even the world in the
Case in
background.
point, trusting my beautiful nachos to a DIY nuclear-powered air fryer.
Hey, Corey, come on out here.
Oh, and he can zoom. And he got so you can do a whole 3D model of a character, not just the front facing two-dimensional
Corey
look
Strasser
of the
here.
character.
Corey
You can
Strasser,
do the
everyone,
full
is the
body.
genius behind Blue and Xanadu. MetaHuman Animator now delivers high-fidelity facial animation from virtually any 2D video source in real time. Whether you're
Like,
driving a
fam,
performance
just
with your
imagine
favorite
you take
character or
this,
calling into keynotes for
create a
Melo and
3D
Jose,
model because
the sky is
I
the limit
know
when it comes to breathing life
a
into your
site you can do
characters.
3D models with.
Speaking of that,
You can create
Jose
a
just
3D
dived into
model
space
of a
with
character
a
and then you
lunar
implement
webcam
it
and
in Meta.
marvelous motion capture from the Capturing.
Bruh,
Corey, let me be the first to congratulate you on Blue's
this is
YouTuber
crazy,
debut right
yo.
here at Unreal Fest. And by that, I mean that this is the first time we're seeing
Yeah, I might have
MetaHuman
to.
Animator
This
puppeted
is
live
starting to
in real
motivate me a
time
little
on
bit
the
more.
big screen. I know we've said this before a couple times, but I still can't believe that that level of facial quality is possible from a tiny consumer webcam. It's just absolutely
As I said, he used a
Yeah,
simple
thanks, Matt.
webcam to get
It
his
is,
face,
man. It's all
record his
mind-blowing.
face,
For
or
me, doing
live stream
everything
his
sort of
face,
solo, being able to see
and the
my
interaction is
performance
going to the character,
instantly is
the
literally at the core of
actions.
my pipeline. So I've been waiting for
Boy,
this
in
for
real
a
time, that's
really long
bro.
time. And Chris, the
This
next
is
big
not.
thing in
This is
collaboration with the MetaHuman Animator is
beyond
finally,
advanced. So just
finally getting
imagine
that
you got
done.
like you
And
doing
like
like
all
little
the other
scripts,
crazy
or you
stuff we
doing
got
like
going
little
on,
movie
I think
scenes,
Xanadu is about
cut
to
scenes in the
let off
game, and you
the
use that
steam.
to do
So thank you
interactions.
guys. You guys rock. Awesome, man. It's been awesome. I'd like everyone to give a round of applause to Corey and Matt. And
And
thanks
all
so
you
much
needed
for
was an
showing.
iPhone
Thank you.
and a software. The MetaHuman software program. That's it.
Thanks, guys, for showing all the fantastic
Dude.
features we're gonna hone in on this
Oh,
release.
you wanted to build your own
And
character,
then big
scan
with
your own
huge
face in,
updates
and
on
then
MetaHuman for
upload it
your
on the
creators and
MetaHuman.
broader creative ecosystem. First
Dude.
up, today we're releasing 2 advanced toolchains to everyone, MetaHuman Expression Editor and Groom Tools. The Expression Editor lets experienced riggers fine-tune a character's expressions and expression combinations, whether matching scans or creating something completely custom, like a nacho-eating space alien.
This is the fix
And
just
our
in
new
case you
Groom
be
Tools
having those
simplify one of the
glitches.
hardest parts of character creation,
Look at the
high-fidelity
hair. Oh my
hairstyles,
God. Yeah,
making the
2K need to
process
take
much
note. Look at
smoother,
this.
faster, and streamlining export directly to Unreal
What the
Engine.
world?
We've built these tools for our own teams to solve real production challenges, and now we're opening them up to the entire community. Next, we know you want support from MetaHumans
So
and
just
all
imagine
the
you make a
content creation
game and
tools.
you
So we're
integrate that
working
in
with
there
partners to make sure that DNA and rig logic
to
work like we intended
advance.
to.
Oh, they got Blender in there too. Okay.
And we have saved the biggest announcement for last. We have updated the Unreal Engine license to include MetaHumans. You can everywhere, in every engine, in any creative software. Go make
Dude.
amazing characters and help define the future of
My
digital
God,
games.
my God. That's amazing. That's major.
If you're
That's big
curious to learn
news.
more, join
That's
our Unreal Fest
huge.
sessions,
That is
swing by our booth,
huge.
or check out metahuman.com to get hands-on with everything you've just seen, and thank you.
That's huge. Pause. Like that is massive deal right there. You getting all that into the Unreal 5.6? Yeah, it might be time. I was gonna wait till Grand Theft Auto come
All
out
right,
for
hey
me to
guys,
try
how
to
you doing so
start
far? Yes,
building my
let's
rig,
go.
but I'm gonna
We've
go
got a
ahead and
lot
do
more
one.
in store
I'm
for
about to
you
do one.
this morning and over the days ahead. We've got an absolute room full of rock stars here today from different industries making everything unreal.
'Cause this just
These are
blew
playing animators and
blew
indie
the
developers,
whole
4D
entire walls
creators,
off the
filmmakers,
daggone
art
industry
designers,
right here.
architects, fashion designers. I could go on. You're all here
Like that
to connect,
fact, the clothing
share,
adjusting to the
and learn.
body of the
And
person
learn you shall. We've got
seamlessly
over
with like no
150
effort from
tech
fat to
talks and
skinny
dozens of hands-on labs
with no
covering
adjustments.
all
You ain't got to
methods of
worry
development
about
tools and services.
flipping.
And many of these
Dude,
sessions are going to
that
be led
is
by our growing
major. That
community of
is
instructors,
major business right there.
educators, and service partners. And I want to thank all of you who are giving
Like,
so much back to this incredible
it's killing
community.
so much time
Now
and
let's talk
resources on
about a few more
creating
exciting
video
tools
games.
across
It's
the Unreal
ridiculous,
ecosystem,
bro.
starting with Reality Scan. In the coming weeks, we'll launch Reality Scan
Reality
2.0,
skin.
which will unify the desktop and mobile
Oh, we're going
experience
into
of
AR.
Unreal under one banner. Now, CD Projekt Red put Reality Scan 2.0 to the test,
Oh, let's
using it
see.
to capture natural objects in high fidelity for the Witcher 4 tech demo that you just saw.
Mm-mm.
Complex rock and tree scans involve data sets that were previously really tough to process. But with 2.0, it will achieve better mesh
That's what
accuracy
I'm
with
saying. They
fewer
going
render
out there
steps.
with
And you'll be
a
able to get
camera
your hands on
rig,
Reality Scan 2.0
scanning the
later this month.
real world
We're
on a
also seeing
camera
more and
rig
more
and able to
developers
implement
and
that
art
into
studios
Unreal Engine.
using Reality Scan to bring Megascan's quality content
Dude,
to Fab. Just take a look at this absolutely incredible Paris environment from Scans Factory, which launches today on Fab, featuring over 1,000 assets that are available for use in
that's what I'm
UE5,
saying. Like how much
UEFN,
money,
and even Unity.
how many you
The
had to
Quicken
get
team
a
has also
actual
been cooking up
team
an amazing lineup of
of people
thousands
to
of new
go
Megascan
out
assets
and
that will start
take
releasing on Fab
pictures
later
and
this
try
summer.
to mimic
And this
environments
summer,
close as
we'll be
possible
launching
with
Fab
pictures.
natively in the Epic Games Launcher.
This, you just
Our
take a
goal with this
picture
is to
and
bring you click-and-grab
upload it.
functionality that makes it easier
And
for
it
you to access your
scans
content and
and
integrate
build
it
it,
into
like
your workspace.
even buildings.
This will include one-click exports to DCCs, starting with UE5, Blender, Maya, and Cinema 4D.
What
We'll do more
the?
from there. We've also set ourselves up to support batch actions to download and export content. Back in April, we announced that Loci, a leading computer vision and AI company,
What
joined
in
Apple.
the world?
We're working quickly to bring Loci's technology to Fab, which will improve our
3D
tagging
tag in
accuracy,
the like
enable
you gotta
semantic
think,
search,
bro.
and improve our IP
Oh my
moderation
God.
capabilities to
People
ensure
don't even
that our
understand
artist
what
work
they're
is
seeing
protected.
right now.
All right, we've shown you what's coming from our side. Now it's time to spotlight some of the incredible projects from across industries that are putting Unreal to the test.
Like that just killed so many avenues and so many manpower. It doesn't even make any sense. You able to scan a city or a building and get a 3D model off the cuff like that? Like you didn't even have to. Oh my God. You ain't have to put brick by brick, layer by layer. Oh, it's a fan in this window. You ain't have to do none of that. You took a picture and was able to implement it and scan it into the world as a 3D model. Oh my God. Bruh.
There have been noise complaints.
Yeah, I don't think people really understand what they seeing right now. I really don't. This is massive. This is impressive.
Awesome. You guys just raised the bar year over year.
This explains
This year,
Grand
one
Theft
of our
Auto
major
doing the
goals is to
patent or
make
something. I
animated
heard
lighting
something about
content
Grand Theft
in
Auto or
engine awesome.
GTA
That's
doing
just a
patents
lot of
on
work
their
to do,
technology.
but the site's
This
first release is
explains it.
packed with new features that have been
This explains
influenced and
why.
battle tested by some of the world's best studios. One of them
Oh,
is
I'm
here with us
streaming
today.
on what, 3 different
Third
platforms
Floor
right
has an
now?
impressive track record of using Unreal to make movies like Guardians of the Galaxy and shows like House of the Dragon. Here to tell you about their next incredible production
Let's
is
see if I can do
co-director of
kick.
the new
One,
Predator
two,
movie,
three.
Josh Wasson.
Let me see if I can do kick. Oh, you can do kick too, all at the same time. Hold on, let me double check.
In March 2020, I was working with director Dan Trachtenberg on the pitch for Prey when everyone got sent home.
Oh, snap.
We had been dreaming of pushing previs into animation for years and had just finished our UE pipeline for The Mandalorian. Uncertain what would happen to movies in a post-COVID era, now is the time for Third Floor to get serious about finals. So while we're having a blast crafting scenes in UE for Prey, I got to show Dan the cool things we had brewing. And that led to an idea. What if Predator was an animated movie? Fast forward to the industry contraction of 2023, and projects started dropping like flies. But this crazy ambitious film with a crazy ambitious schedule materialized right in the middle of it all. For 20 years, on more than 1,000 projects, the artists at TTF have been on the front lines of visual storytelling in movies, games, and episodics. When Predator came along, they took all of that live action experience, all of their love for cool stuff and great stories, and poured their hearts
Oh, there you
into a
go.
new kind of animated feature. So Dan and I pitched a film rooted in live action that looks and feels like moving concept art. We developed a handcrafted style from the paint strokes to our stop-motion inspired movement on twos. It was a monumental challenge, but the leap into anim led to significant innovation. Our team built Hummingbird, our real-time lighting and
Oh,
comp
that's dope.
tool
I'm shooting on like
inside
5
UE.
different
They
locations.
handled all of our stylization passes in engine before render. We saved countless render hours and reduced our hard drive usage to 1/50th the space traditionally required. Now, let me tell you about my favorite character in the movie. Ursa has this deep-rooted thirst for revenge. She learns that the man responsible is in this throne room in this huge fortress. So Dan had this idea, what if we did an entire battle in one shot?
Dang.
What if we kept the camera focused on her goal? And what if Ursa fought them all by herself? The best way to speed up any production is to speed up decision making. So with 4 parallel teams inside Unreal, we got the entire film up on screen in 4 months, allowing us to iterate and
Bruh,
hone the story and really make it sing before
did
shooting
all
the
this in
final animation.
4 months.
Ultimately delivering the film in 18 months. If this movie were
So
live
what, a
action,
year
we'd
and a
be filming
half?
at golden hour every day for weeks with a massive crew and several giant vats of blood. In animation, we really wanted to go for it, no holding back. So we choreographed every composition, every
Oh my
strike, every
God.
arrow, and blood splatter, like a gigantic dance with 98 parts. Yet we also wanted to feel the camera operator reacting to all the kills as they happen to put you inside this quest for revenge. On behalf
That
of
is
20th Century
crazy.
Studios, Dan Trachtenberg, and all of us at Third Floor, we hope you enjoy this exclusive clip from Predator, Killer of Killers.
Dude, a year and a half for all this. Oh my bruh. Mm. This is fucked up. Like, look at the daggone effort. Oh my God. Dude. You see all of the motion in the system, he getting hit,
It's
and
the
you see the
Predator
player
movie
actually
you've
getting
always wanted,
interactive by
and
getting
it's
hit.
prevised, assembled, lit, rendered, and composited all in Unreal. And it's premiering this Friday on Hulu, so check it out. Congratulations to
Oh,
Josh
this is a
and the team.
Hulu joint.
There are so many incredible games that we could highlight today. Last
And
year, we
dude,
celebrated
I
Black
just
Myth
Googled the
Wukong from Signal
team.
Science,
The
which has
team
now
was
grossed over
only,
$1
they
billion
had a team of
this year.
over
This year,
120 people.
we're celebrating another example of a
And that's
small
not
team
even
that's
saying
capable
that
of
all
world-class performance.
120 worked on that.
Claire Obscure
And they
Expedition
did it in a year
33
and a half.
is an absolute masterpiece from Sandfall Interactive. And in an eerie case
Uh,
of numerical serendipity,
a year and a
Expedition
half.
33
And they was
sold
able to
over
cover all that.
3.3 million units in its first 33 days. It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
Yeah, that
Thanks to
game is
Sandfall's
fire.
co-founder, Tom Guillermin.
That game right there is
Hello,
fire.
Hellfest. I am Tom Guillermin, co-founder and technical director
Now,
at
I heard
Sandfall
they had a very
Interactive, the
small
team
team
behind
too,
Clair Obscur
like an
Expedition
unknown
33.
team.
It's an honor to be able to share a few words with you today. When we began the development of Expedition 33 back in 2020, Unreal was starting to open up new possibilities for smaller teams like ours to create games
Yeah, I'm at a
very
scene right now.
differently,
That game's so
with
daggone
smooth
hard. I'm
skies
on
and
act
layers
three,
revealing
I
a world
believe. It's only
that
three
integrates
acts when I'm on
Lumens,
the last
Nanite,
act.
and
And
Metahuman.
bro,
This all transformed how we create 3D
I'm
scenes
having
and
an issue
characters.
with one of the
As a
bosses
small team,
already.
we always did our best to play to the engine's strengths, religiously getting every update to try out the new features and optimizations for the
Even though
game.
they head,
This
they
allowed us to
body
keep our
shape is
development
funny on here.
focused
Like
on
the
the
body
elements
looks
such
skinny,
as
but
the
the
most
head look
impact on the
big, like
visual details,
oversized a little bit.
the visual identity of our world, the story and the characters, and of course the gameplay with this blend of turn-based strategy and real-time
Nah, I
precision.
beat him.
The Unreal Engine has
It's
been the
that
key
one, the
role
one
in
with the
empowering our
faces.
small team to create our dream game.
Oh
And I
my
would like to
God.
thank all the people that contributed to the engine,
Dude is so
both
hard.
Epic
I
for the
promise you.
amazing software they've created, but also the community for all the plugin, tutorials, assets, and resources that you can find online to get started. It is this whole
Like, just
ecosystem
imagine,
that allowed
fam.
the project to
It
grow
took
organically,
people
from my friend Guillaume
at
booting up
one
the
point in
Unreal
time
Engine
in
for the
life,
first
it
time
was
in
taking people
2019,
over
building a small
3 to 4
project playing
years
Sims
to make
4,
a game,
to
maybe
6
even
months later
5 in
with
some
the release of
cases,
Expedition 33
because of
with that very
technology.
same new Project 5.
They cut that in
Even though we are a
half.
small studio, we never felt alone during this
Like, skip
adventure,
that little
as
film that we
Infinity
saw
always has
that
our
they said
back,
they did it
both
within
Epic
18
and
months.
the
We talking
community,
about video
and we are
games, they
extremely
cutting the
grateful for that.
production of
We really
gaming
hope we
down
will
to
keep seeing more and
half
more
of what it
amazing
would
games
normally
and
take to create a
experiences
game.
made with Unreal in the upcoming years. And
This
on
is
behalf of
why
everybody at
Unreal
Sandfall,
and
we wish you a
all this
great
stuff is
Unreal
so
Fest, and we're
important.
looking forward to meeting you all in the future. Tomorrow comes. Demain viendra. Cheers.
Like, the only problem we got
Thanks,
right
Tom.
now, this game
Congrats to you and
lucked
the
up,
team.
in my
We're so
opinion,
happy for you
because
guys.
of Game
Now,
Pass. I
this
want to
year
be
we're
honest
seeing
with you.
more and more
If it
momentum with
wasn't for
mobile
Game
devs
Pass, I
who are
wouldn't even played that
capitalizing on
game.
the increasing player demand for
And
high
now it's a
performance
play.
and
It's a game
immersive
of the year
mobile games.
contender based
One
off of
team that's leading
just
the way
being a
to
great
redefine mobile
game.
development is Infold
Like,
Games.
that game
Whose latest
alone
game,
is the
Bleeding
epitome
Age,
of why
offers a
Game
unique blend
Pass
of
is so
action and
important.
adventure. Please welcome Zhishuan Ding to the stage to tell you more.
Like, everybody else, like, oh, what a AAA game, and it's like, no, AAA is there. That's cool, but the main meat and potatoes is allowing you
Hi
to
everyone.
venture out and check
First,
out
I
new
want to thank our
developers
friend at Epic for inviting
who's
me here
making
today.
And you
epic
can
dope
hardly
games
tell
out
I'm
here
still nervous
that's really
since
taking
I'm
the
standing
risks out
here.
here.
But I was even more nervous when I first joined in photo
But
games
you
to
know,
create
what do I
Infinity,
know? I'm
our
just
most
a
ambitious project yet.
just a guy in
Let
the
me share our
controller.
story with you. Our journey began in 2012 with just 4 people. Here at
Just a
Games,
guy
we
with a
integrated
controller.
starting Infinity Nikki in 2021,
I ain't even checked my
and we
stock
still update
today.
all of them today. These were mobile-only games focused on
We
just
looking
fun and
good though.
interactive story gameplay. We could have
We
stayed
looking good,
comfortably in first
baby.
place, but we didn't want to. We want to create a life beyond amazing. That means crafting new experience no one has ever imagined. That means pushing far beyond current generation technology to deliver a game that not only looks stunning, but stay emotionally touching for years to come. That means
Like
Infinity
this is
Nikki,
so much
our
motivation,
first
bro.
Unreal Engine 5 cross-platform game with over 20 million
Especially that
downloads alone,
last one with the
largely
face
driven by
scanning and
mobile.
the world environment scanning.
We began editing during the
Man,
pandemic. Infinity Nikki is about finding a peace in a
cause that
fully
stuff
global
be
world,
expensive. Like,
bringing happiness to
man,
everyone.
I'm gonna break it down to you
Just
because
like
I've been
not
playing
just a
around
cool
with it. I'm
style,
basing mine off of
it's a way to
experience
interact with the lively
and
world,
just seeing
along
this
our
now.
brand. From a
Yeah,
technology view, our pillars should many impossible things at once. High fidelity graphics that supports outfit customization, even in corporate modes, with over 1,000 outfit parts and more than 100 color per character.
mm.
A huge map full of fine details for deep beauty, perfect for close-up camera shots, and it must run smoothly on a
Like yeah, they
platform
just.
for all
I ain't that
players,
buddy.
big or
They
small.
just killed my whole
We have never
entire
made a
like
cross-platform game before.
issue
To
or
harness our power,
concern with it
we
ain't even
added
issue, but
multiple
concern with Grand Theft
We
Auto. Look,
showcased our
with Unreal Engine.
yes.
Look at what it's doing. It's making it easy for you to
Unreal
port
Engine 5
console and
brought speed
PC
with the idea really.
gaming
From
into the
early days,
mobile.
even I hesitated. With
Like
Unreal
you're
Engine 5,
seeing the
we bring
reason
glitching come to
for
life.
them doing what they doing right
High
now.
quality lighting in real
In the
time.
sense of with technology and how they
Our
advance in
team
gaming.
help our
He said,
players
"God, check
overcome
my
obstacles, stay
Rolodex
creative,
and you
and
not
express.
following me on Twitch, nigga.
Unreal Engine
You
5's new release
Levon, I
allow
need
our
Twitch
team to
followers."
bring amazing graphics to mobile devices.
Hey, drop your link in the
Seamless support for animation
drop your link in
engines.
the comment section. I got
Now
you,
let's
bro.
take a look at the open world.
You
We want to
fucking
make
niggas
it
ain't
even more
following me.
exciting world for players
Trying
to
to get
explore.
my bread up.
Our
I
open
rock
world
with you,
covers
bro.
400 square kilometers with dense vegetation and
Look
dynamic
at this,
environments.
man.
We had to make sure
That's
memory
what I'm trying to
management
tell them. Like
felt comfortable
everybody ain't paying
and
attention.
affordable.
Like, dude, the goal right
Can run
now
the
is
first Unreal
getting
Engine graphics
mobile up
system
to speed.
with smart GPU culling and a level of detail
Next
control.
to or either
And we deliver it on a budget on all devices. We
borderline
will
breaking the
evolve from
barrier
small
of
scale
home
to
consoles,
large-scale
not PC, but home
with our
consoles.
advanced
If they can
algorithms.
get mobile
Unreal Engine 5 give
gaming
our players
either
a
close
chance
to
to expand
matching
open world.
or exceeding
This is
home
what we've been telling
consoles,
our fans since
we
2018.
win as gaming as a whole. Because now it's like, bro, wherever you go, you can play games. Steam Deck, mobile, cell phone, tablet, home console, it does not matter. Or you have a PC, you got the money for a PC.
She spent hours picking dresses and took many photos, even of a small flower by the road. Now I understand. My mom
Because
and
now
I
that you look
love
at a
playing
lot of
together.
people now,
We play
you
each
ask
other
them what's their
when we
concern
are
about
alone.
mobile. Why
We
do
love each
that
other
should be the main question that's going on right now.
We hope you'll
What are
enjoy
your
this
issues with
experience.
mobile?
We
Why
will
don't you
find
like
peace
mobile
in the
gaming?
world's beauty in
And
Infinity
see
Nikki,
what people
the
say.
coziest open world game for everyone.
Because
For
right
sure,
now,
we
me,
have
I'm
amazing
embracing
real
it, bro.
friends.
I got a laptop. Y'all already know me. I got my iPad,
What a cool
iCloud
world they've created.
from my Xbox from work.
All right, there's one more
Because I
amazing
got a
open world
job that I
game
can
that
do
you got to
so.
check out, and
You
it
know what I'm
isn't
saying?
released yet. It's the Epic
I don't
Games
play with
Store.
my cell phone games. I don't do
And
that,
this
but I
Melo
do
is
have
one
Call
of
of
the
Duty
most
Mobile on
ambitious.
here, which isn't bad at all. You can actually put a controller to it and it actually works. It's pretty good. But I embraced that a long time ago.
Hello everyone, excited to be here today.
Hold on, hold on.
I'd like to first thank Epic Games for this opportunity. It's
I'll
a
be right
great
back, y'all.
honor to introduce our latest project here at Unreal Fest. Let me introduce Mongil Stardive. Mongil Stardive is the successor to Monster Taming, a game game we first launched back in 2013. Known as Mongil in Korea, the game was a huge success, surpassing 10 million downloads just in Korea. With this new title, we aim to expand the world of Mongil by creating a vibrant living world filled with countless characters and monsters. To achieve this, we chose Unreal Engine 5, which allowed us to capture even the most subtle emotional expressions of the characters, making the world of Stardive truly come alive. This was the best choice for delivering a seamless cross-platform experience across PC, console, and mobile. One of our key goals is to provide players a whole new gameplay experience by giving each and every character deep narrative and its own unique control system. That means every time you change characters, it'll feel like you're playing a different game. And this transforms Stardive from a simple action game into a truly immersive adventure. Moreover, the monsters in Stardive are not just enemies. They can be tamed, nurtured, and become your companions along the journey. Depending on their traits, they can also be used to craft weapons or used as ingredients to cook, adding a deeper layer of strategy and connection to the game. Each monster is a living, growing creature, transforming the conventional concept of monster collecting into a meaningful, dynamic relationship. The Epic Game Store, with its global reach and strong community, is the ideal platform to connect with players around the world. We are happy to announce that Mongil Stardive will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store for PC. Now, I'm excited to show you a brand new trailer from the game. Thank you. 감사합니다. We hope to see you at tomorrow's session. Speaking of our friends at Epic Game Store, let's hear from Steve Allison.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks, Ken. It's exciting to see Netmarble Monster bringing Mongil Stardive to the Epic Game Store exclusively at launch on PC and taking advantage of our Epic First Run program to keep 100% of the first 6 months of net revenue. As you know, our industry is living through significant headwinds right now, and the Epic Game Store offers all developers a toolkit for maximum financial success that starts with our 8812 rev share and just gets better from there. Now on Epic, our back catalog program, like Epic First Run, allows you to keep 100% of net revenue for the first 6 months on back catalog titles that you bring to the Epic Game Store. And for Unreal developers, Launch Everywhere with Epic reduces your engine royalty rate from 5% to 3.5% on all platforms and stores when you ship your UE-based games day and date on the Epic Game Store. And remember, Unreal Engine developers pay 0% royalty on all Epic Game Store sales where we process payment. Additionally, you also have the option to use any in-app purchase payment solution you want, and when you do, you keep 100% of that IAP revenue. We want to do everything we can to help during this critical time to maximize your success, so we have added another tool to the Epic Game Store toolkit. Starting June 1st, we've changed our initial revenue share to 0%, so that you receive 100% of the first $1 million in net revenue, and then 12% to Epic after passing that threshold. Pretty cool, yeah, awesome. And this change is per title and per year. So this applies to new titles and back catalog releases, and all existing and future Epic Game Store partners and their titles on both PC and mobile benefit from this change immediately. And so life to date, we've paid our developer and publishing partners over $2.1 billion, and we're just getting started. So let's talk a little bit about what's next. So even after years of building the store on PC, we know there's still a ton of work to be done to deliver a world-class experience for our over 70 million monthly active users. And in the coming months, we'll be rolling out long overdue features on PC that will move us closer to that vision. Download Manager 2.0 was released just a few weeks ago, and preloading is coming finally in September. Gifting is targeting a release in time for the holidays so that you can gift games to your friends. And our revamped social is rolling out this year, and will connect our PC and mobile players together with game-independent voice chat, text chat, and parties, along with robust game invites for third-party games. And this will be the building block for several innovative social features on the store that will follow. We're also putting great focus on ongoing launcher improvements that will make the store feel great to use. And of course, delivering a great player experience means meeting players wherever they are, which is why mobile remains a key focus for us. We've already seen strong momentum on mobile with over 40 million installs to date, and we're pushing hard to hit 70 million by the end of the year. The Epic Game Store is available globally on Android, and we are continuing to expand our global footprint on iOS. Today, it's available on iOS in the European Union, with upcoming launches in Brazil, the UK, and Japan, as new laws in those countries come into effect. In Q1, we launched with a curated selection of third-party titles, and as of today, there are over 70 games live on the Epic Game Store mobile, with more being added regularly. This deliberate, phased approach ensures a high-quality experience as we gear up to open the store to self-publishing in the near future. In March, to accelerate installs and to keep players coming back week after week, we brought our weekly free games program to mobile. So each week, as we do on PC, we are partnering with developers to give players at least one new free game directly through the app on both Android and iOS, celebrating the best of premium mobile, and partnering with developers on content packs for free-to-play games. Our focus is getting the Epic Game Store mobile to 1.0. This is defined by two major new additions to the store, and the first of which is rolling out very soon. We're launching Epic Web Shops in July. Developers will be able to come into our tools and easily set up a shop for in-app purchases for mobile and PC games. And through Epic Web Shops, you can leverage our industry-best rev share and offer players a better deal with bonus offers. And as an extra benefit, all players spending on Epic Web Shops also accrues Epic rewards on all purchases. These shops will live on the web so that you can steer your players to them. And we're democratizing web shops by making them super easy to set up and available to all developers. And second, we'll be launching mobile self-publishing tools in Q4 and opening up the store to all mobile developers to set up and distribute your games. Well, that's it for me today. If you want to learn more about our plans for the Epic Game Store, join us today at 3:45. And now, Hannah Lowry will join us to share what's new in the Fortnite ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you. We launched Unreal Editor for Fortnite just over 2 years ago with a simple goal: give developers everything they need to build, launch, and grow their own games in Fortnite. Since then, it's been incredible to see how creators and players have responded. Millions of people are playing games built by you. And since the launch of UEFN, players have spent over 11.2 billion hours across more than 260,000 live creator-made games. These experiences are a foundational part of Fortnite. Creators are leading the way by reimagining live events in Fortnite and driving players to the ecosystem. In fact, this last weekend, Super Red vs. Blue by Jogo hit a major milestone. For the first time ever, a creator-made island took the #1 spot for concurrent players in Fortnite, surpassing even Epic's own games. This is a proof point for us that the ecosystem is heading in the right direction. Watching developers experiment, build, and push UEFN to its limits has been inspiring. but it goes beyond just making games. Creators are launching studios and building passionate communities around their work in Fortnite. And thanks to that effort, engagement payouts going to third-party creators have already reached $722 million since the launch of UEFN, and that number continues to grow. None of this would be possible without you, our community, which is core to UEFN. We're proud to have thousands of dedicated developers building this ecosystem with us, and part of building this lasting ecosystem is talking with developers, learning from your experiences, and using this information to help shape our roadmap. Because ultimately, what good is a feature if no one wants it? This is why we've launched the Let's Chat live stream series to answer your burning questions and address your concerns. So far, we've discussed moderation, the new Fortnite data API, and the state of the ecosystem, with more coming at the end of this month. That's enough from me. Help me welcome to the stage an outstanding UEFN developer, Tom Jank. Good job. Tom, good to see you here in Orlando. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's been amazing.
Why don't we get started by you telling us how you got into UEFN for those who don't already know you?
Yeah, I actually originally started in the animated film industry. I worked for Netflix, Pixar, but I was really looking to kind of be my own boss. I really want to do my own thing. And so, one thing led to another, and now I'm here at the State of Unreal.
Now you're here. How did you find success in UEFN? Like, how did you build towards what you are today?
Well, I released a few maps, but the momentum really started coming when I started releasing my warm-ups. I posted daily on Twitter, just these janky experiments that are kind of weird and wacky, and people thought, how is he doing this in UEFN? And so that built to commissions and work and me doing this full time.
I know a lot of people are probably familiar with your warm-ups. Did you ever make any of those into maps?
Actually, that's where Fortnite football came from. I would pick up these little dinos and move them around, and I coded it wrong once and just punted them across the field. And I was like, well, this could be a game. This is kind of fun. And so Fortnite football was born.
But no dinos.
No, I got to keep within the age rating.
It seems like Jank has been sort of core to your experience on the platform or core to what it was like for you to learn. Can you tell us a little bit about how you landed on that brand?
Yeah, actually, I am not formally trained in game design or programming. So I really started to kind of lean into that. This is a little janky. I'm using this new software. I'm building this fun stuff. And that just became part of my brand. If I messed up, well, it's just jank. That's how it is. And so you can hear more about it in my session upcoming later this week, Tom Jank's UEFN Survival Guide.
I love the name. It's a great name. Thank you so much for joining us up here. I mean, for us, it's really good to hear that regardless of the experience you had coming to this ecosystem,
Okay, so I'm pretty much off that now, but long story short, man, let me cut this off 'cause I can hear them in the background. I got what I wanted to hear from them pretty much for the most part. Uh, Confirming that Unreal Engine is a beast out here in these gaming streets. And this goes, this it actually crazy because I didn't even know this showcase was actually gonna happen right now. Hold on one moment. I didn't even know this showcase was happening today. I just happened to be setting up to start the stream because I wanted to talk about the whole Microsoft not selling any more consoles on retail stores and all that little stuff, and now the whole layoff incident, and then boom, they talking Unreal Engine and they showing you like firsthand if you're not a li- you're seeing firsthand the reason why technology and people are being laid off. Like technology is advanced and way beyond what we think and even comprehend at this point. And a lot of layoffs is happening and is going to be more because of just how advanced technology is at this point. With Azure coming through, the AI situation, NPCs are becoming well more like the lines are being blurred to the uttermost max at this point. Like, okay, let me see, as a person that's been playing around with Unreal, 'cause I've just been playing, and I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. The reason why I've either slowed down or haven't been as heavy involved with the Unreal Engine situation is because it's expensive. Like, it's expensive. And I'm finna just break it down to you this how expensive it is, in my opinion. Because of many things that have happened in the gaming industry and just game development as a whole, um, it has saturated the landscape, or it made it more concerning, like of being customers being worried about putting their neck out for certain developers. Case in point would be the day before game. We all know the debacle that happened with that game. You found out that the team behind it, I can't remember the team name, but they came out with this dope trailer. It looked like a survival game on the verge of like the division, but way more prettier, way more visually and pleasing. And it was like a survival game. The moment it released to the public, it was complete and utter dog mess. It was trash beyond words. I'm talking about, you found out that the developers were stealing and buying assets, 3D model access from off the online store in Unreal Engine, and then they just piled it all into this game, didn't optimize it at all, and they put like little checkpoints here and there in the game for little zombies to come in, and then the game was tearing. You saw characters morphing and stretching into weird objects in the game. Hit detection was terrible. Like, the game was poorly optimized to the max. On top of that, everything was stolen. Like, it was just stuff that they bought from the Unreal Engine store and they just implemented and made this game. Games like that, and then it was another game. It was the GTA clone that came out, and that just destroyed the scene. Also, it started leaving a bad taste in gamers' mouth, and it showed that yes, even though Unreal Engine is becoming easier for you to actually create a game, it also brought out the predators, the people that would, take something good and supposed to be positive and make it into a negative. They're trying to get rich quick schemes and just get over on the people. So um, it made it hard for a lot of like indie developers and people on the come up with just trying to make video games, because it pressured you into uh wanting to be original, doing your best to bring out original content. But in the process of you doing original content, you had the problem, you ran into multiple issues, like myself in general. You ran into issues where building the world or building the game that you're trying to build, time consuming, and a lot of resources needed to be held. And it's just me. Like, I'm not giving myself no excuse. I'm one of them people that's heavily on not a, you know what I'm saying? I'm heavy on myself. Like, I critique myself to the utmost about things that I do. But I also pride myself on what I do, because I know when I release it or I give it to somebody, it's to the best quality that I could have done on my own by myself, because I did it on my own by myself. And I didn't have a team to help me in this process. So I take pride in that. Now, sometimes do it bite me in the back, in my back? Of course. Yes, it does. Um, I tried to build a team with people to help with the development of my Rack City game that I wanted to do. And, a lot of money was spent. And when you run into people that don't have the same passion that you have, but they have skills, but they don't have the same passion and drive that you have towards something, it tends to be an obstacle. It could be a massive bump in the road for you. It could be a ditch that's hard for you to get out of, or it could be smooth sailing and you lucked up. It's literally the gambling of the cards at that point. So with me, I ran into that fork in the road. Like I had the issues with the laptop, well, not the laptop, but the computer. I thought that I can run Unreal Engine on my Mac. I think I had an M4 chip. I thought I was smooth selling and good to go. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, you can only do so much with a Mac. A lot of this stuff is Windows friendly. And yes, you have different plugins and different sources that you can use to make an alternative, but it's costly. So instead of going the cost route, I tried to go and use the actual computer route. When I did that, put it like this. When they say give you the minimum, go above the minimum. Because I went and, oh, okay, Unreal Engine needs this to get it up and running. I did the minimum because it was cost effective for me. It was cost efficient. And then as time progressed, it was outdated. It was outdated tech. And now I need to invest more, which means more money. And again, I'm by myself doing this. But in the process of me doing this, I learned a lot, especially with the Unreal Engine. Um, like my bottleneck moment on my PC was locomotion in the movement, like the character being able to turn and dip in a fluid movement. And it was already like plug and play. It was already structured in Unreal. And like I said, dude, when it first came out, we was on it. I'm like, oh my God, I had to scrap the whole little joint, start doing the movement again. And another flaw of mine, so I gotta put this out there too. Planning and structuring stuff out. Like planning exactly how you need to execute everything was a definite flaw in with my execution because I was so heavy on focusing on the character that I didn't focus on the environment. And I should have been focusing on the environment first and then trickle down into getting into the character. But neither here nor there. That's just what it is. That's you not planning out correctly. And again, I'm freestyling all this. You're talking about an individual that uh got tired of not seeing his ideal, his dream game on screen and said, you know what, I'm just gonna pick up and go invest and go buy and go learn something that I didn't go to school for. I didn't graduate. I did took some classes, but I never graduated school for this. I never you know what I'm saying, had any job experience, none of that. It's just a person that loved video games, that played video games since he was 9, 10 years old and had a dream ideal of a game that he wanted to create. So he just took initiative to do so. That's what you're seeing here. So there's no plan behind this, really, for the reason for me saying that. But yeah, it became very time consuming. It became a heavily resourced, like getting okay for my game. I wanted to. It was of course, an expired Grand Theft Auto game. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It had that open world environment, urban environment, uh, 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 um, a spinoff or a knockoff of Chicago, which was gonna be considered Rack City, and the environment involved around like Meta NFTs, and just all around experiences with the Grand Theft Auto. It was inspired by the RPG world of Grand Theft Auto, but I wanted to do it in my own version. I'm not gonna give you full detail because that's that's for me. I can't give y'all all the sauce because I'll be upset if I find out somebody ran out here with my idea. But neither here nor there. Um, I got into the process. Y'all saw the videos, y'all saw the clips. That was literally all me to a certain point. And when I got into the world and the vehicles, I ended up networking, importance of networking on X and on social media sites. And I ran into a couple of developer and, I decided to pay him and help me to get in this journey. But in that process, again, I'm not bad mouthing him or, talking down on him because I learned a lot about developing from him in the process. Um, we just didn't have the same passion. Like I really wanted to push this and I really wanted to spend the time in detail and everything that Unreal just showed me was some of the arguments that me and him had, like from which is crazy. And I'm pretty sure he probably see this, but excuse me, some of the arguments we had, like a case in point was the clothing situation on the character, where if he get big, he gets skinny, the clothes actually morphs and forms with the body type of the character, and you're not seeing clipping, like you're not seeing arm clipping. If I lift my arm up, you're not seeing skin under the arm, or if I try to aim down sight, the shirt isn't like morphing into the skin. Like we was having full on conversations